Have you ever noticed friends or family who are in their 60s or 70s and still wake up full of energy, sharp minded, and independent, while others struggle just to get through the day, feeling exhausted, forgetful, or dealing with high blood pressure? What if I told you the difference isn't just genetics? In fact, there's a hidden culprit lurking on your plate. Here's something that surprises almost all my patients. Many of the foods we've been eating for decades, foods we thought were harmless or even healthy, can quietly chip away at your health and steal precious years from your life after 60. Imagine this. You've spent decades making choices you thought were smart, yet unknowingly, some of those foods could be fueling inflammation, accelerating aging, and increasing your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline. The scary part? You might not notice the effects until it's already too late. Stick with me, because today I'm going to reveal exactly which foods to avoid, why they're dangerous, and the simple practical swaps that could protect your heart, brain, and independence for decades to come. Before we dive in, here's a quick question for you. Have you ever felt sluggish, noticed your memory slipping, or realized your blood pressure creeping higher, even though you thought you were eating healthy? If that hits home, drop a silent yes in your mind and keep listening, because the next few minutes could literally change the way you eat for the rest of your life. You're not alone if you've noticed that after 60, even simple things like climbing stairs, remembering names, or staying energetic through the day have become more challenging. Maybe you wake up tired despite sleeping well, or feel your joints ache more than they used to. Maybe your blood sugar or blood pressure seems harder to control, even though you've tried eating healthy. Sound familiar? Many people over 60 experience the same struggles. Fatigue, digestive issues, memory lapses, weight gain, or restless sleep are often quietly linked to the foods we eat every day. What's shocking is that some of these foods are ones we've trusted for years. Cereals labeled whole grain, low-fat yogurts, or even those convenient granola bars. Here's a thought. If you've been wondering, why am I getting older faster than I expected? Or why does my energy vanish despite healthy meals? That's your body sending you an important warning. And the truth is, ignoring it could shorten your healthy years. If what I'm saying resonates with you, take a moment to reflect. Have you noticed these changes in your own health or in someone you love? Share a quick thought in the comments. Just a yes if this feels familiar. You might be surprised how many others are in the same boat. And here's something I want you to do before we go further. If you care deeply about staying strong, healthy, and independent as you age, click that subscribe button now. By joining this community, you'll get easy-to-follow, evidence-based advice designed specifically for people over 60. This is where you start taking control of your health for the years ahead. I'm Dr. Jonathan Miller. For over 30 years, I've helped people over 60 stay healthy, active, and independent. In my practice, I've seen how small, everyday choices, especially the foods we eat, can quietly impact energy, memory, and heart health. What motivates me is seeing someone regain control of their life, step by step, simply by making smarter food choices. After 60, your body reacts differently. Foods that once seemed harmless can accelerate aging or harm your heart. That's why I'm here today, to guide you through the foods that could be secretly sabotaging your health and the simple, science-backed swaps that help you feel stronger, sharper, and more vibrant. Let me introduce you to Mary, 72 years old. Every morning, she wakes up feeling drained, even after a full night's sleep. Her joints ache, her memory feels foggy, and she worries that she's losing her independence bit by bit. She tells me, I try to eat healthy, I avoid fast food, but nothing seems to work. I feel like my body is betraying me. Mary's story is familiar to so many people over 60. You've tried exercising, you've tried eating better, yet fatigue lingers, your energy dips, and simple daily tasks suddenly feel exhausting. There's frustration, even fear that your best years of freedom and vitality might be slipping away. Nothing seemed to make a difference for Mary, until we uncovered a surprising factor that was quietly impacting her health every single day. Have you or someone you love felt the same way? That sense of trying everything but still feeling your body isn't keeping up? If so, know that you're not alone, and what comes next may change everything. Here's something that surprises almost all my patients. Many of the foods we've been eating for decades, foods we thought were harmless or even healthy, can quietly chip away at our health and shorten our lives after 60. You've reached this point because you truly care about your health, and that's exactly why it's worth paying close attention now. From my experience, even small dietary changes can have a huge impact on your energy, your memory, and your overall longevity. And the sooner you start, the greater the benefits. Before we dive into the specifics, let me ask you, after hearing this, are you ready to make a commitment to yourself, to take one step, however small, toward a healthier life? Because recognizing the need for change is the first victory, and your commitment is what turns knowledge into action. Let's start with the first group, processed meats. Things like bacon, sausage, hot dogs, and deli meats. Studies show that eating just 50 grams of processed meat daily increases the risk of colorectal cancer by nearly 18%. Not only that, these foods are loaded with sodium and nitrates, which raise blood pressure and strain your heart and kidneys. Instead, focus on lean proteins. Grilled chicken, baked salmon, or plant-based proteins like lentils and chickpeas give your body essential nutrients without harmful additives. Here's a good rule of thumb. Aim for about 3 to 4 ounces per meal, 4 to 5 times per week. More than that isn't necessarily better. It can stress your digestion and kidneys, especially after 60. Next, let's talk about refined sugars and healthy packaged foods. Many cereals, flavored yogurts, and granola bars are sugar bombs in disguise. Excess sugar not only increases your risk of type 2 diabetes, but also accelerates cellular aging through a process called glycation, which stiffens tissues and damages blood vessels, skin, and joints. A healthier approach is to swap with whole foods. Try plain Greek yogurt topped with fresh berries, steel-cut oats, or nuts with apple slices. A practical serving suggestion: half a cup of berries with 1 cup of yogurt in the morning. Even small changes like this can steadily lower your sugar intake and protect your health. Now let's cover deep-fried French fries, fried chicken, onion rings. These contain trans fats and advanced glycation end products, which inflame arteries and increase heart disease risk. People who eat fried food once a week have a 7% higher risk of heart disease and a 3% higher risk of stroke. Instead, consider air frying, baking, or grilling. For example, roast vegetables with a drizzle of olive oil, or try air-fried sweet potato fries. These swaps give you the taste and satisfaction without harming your cardiovascular system. Aim for 2 to 3 servings per week of air-fried or roasted foods instead of deep-fried. White bread and refined carbs are next. White pasta, pastries, and crackers spike insulin and promote belly fat, a key predictor of early mortality. A long-term Harvard study of 3,000 adults over 18 years found a 30% higher risk of heart disease for those who ate more refined grains. Better alternatives include 100% whole grain bread, quinoa, or brown rice. A practical portion: 1 slice of bread or half a cup of cooked quinoa or brown rice per meal. This stabilizes blood sugar and sustains energy throughout the day. Finally, sugary beverages like soda, sweetened tea, or fruit juice are fast-moving sugar bombs that hit your blood sugar immediately. Even diet sodas are linked to higher risk of stroke and dementia. The replacement? Water. Sparkling water with a slice of lemon or unsweetened herbal teas. Target at least 6 to 8 cups of fluids daily and adjust for activity and climate. Hydration keeps your kidneys, brain, and cardiovascular system in top shape. Now, a quick reflection for you. Which of these swaps could you realistically start this week? Even picking just one can create momentum toward healthier aging. Share it in the comments. I genuinely want to hear your first step. And remember, each replacement isn't just a better choice. It has a measurable effect. Lean proteins support muscle mass and bone health. Whole grains stabilize blood sugar. Air-fried foods reduce inflammatory stress. Water keeps organs functioning optimally. Over time, these small adjustments compound, giving you higher energy, better memory, stronger bones, and longer life. Finally, I want you to make a promise to yourself. After hearing these tips, will you commit to at least one change today to improve your health and quality of life? Writing it in the comments can be the first step toward keeping that promise. Making a commitment to yourself is challenging, but it's the moment you've already begun winning. Now let's take a moment to tie everything together. Over the past several minutes, we've uncovered some of the most common foods that quietly age the body after 60. Processed meats, refined sugars, deep-fried dishes, white bread and refined carbs, and sugary beverages. More importantly, we've explored why these foods are harmful, how they impact your heart, your brain, and your overall independence, and practical, evidence-based alternatives that you can start implementing today. Remember Mary, who we met earlier? At 72, she felt her energy slipping, her joints aching, and her health declining despite doing all the right things. But by making small, informed changes, swapping out hidden sugar-packed foods, choosing lean proteins, and moderating refined carbs, her transformation was remarkable. She regained energy, improved her blood markers, and most importantly, felt hopeful again. Here's the key takeaway. If Mary could turn her health around, so can you. It doesn't require drastic measures, just consistent, mindful choices guided by real science and practical experience. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these changes feels most doable for you today? Share it in the comments. Sharing your plan publicly can help solidify it in your mind and inspire others who are on the same journey. By consciously choosing better foods and healthy habits, you are investing in longevity, vitality, and independence. Each small step compounds over time, helping you feel stronger, sharper, and more in control of your health, exactly what every 60-plus adult wants. And finally, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss my next tips on living a longer, healthier life. If you found value today, give this video a like and share it with someone you care about. They'll thank you for it. This is Dr. Jonathan Miller. Thank you for spending this time with me. Until next time, take care Stay strong and keep making choices that support your best life.